Greetings, trail people. Jim Falkenstein here from AshlandTrails.com with another episode of Let's Take This Outside, where we go on a video tour of a local trail and we try to drop some knowledge on you that the man doesn't want you to know. Some local stuff, some tips, some hints, some insider stuff. Today's trail is going to be Hobart Bluff. I mean, you've been to Hobart Bluff. There's a graphic of Hobart Bluff. Look at that. That's absolutely not Hobart Bluff, but Hobart Bluff is... Imagine that photograph with no trees and a big rocky outcropping. There we go. That's the one, Hobart Bluff. All right, so it used to be called Lizard Rock, by the way. I know people know that.
By who, Jim?
Oh, a lot of people, Alex. People who used to collect lizards.
No, nobody collects lizards.
Not anymore. Not after Old Man Hobart ruined everything.
That sounds like a complete made-up fabrication.
Or does it sound like a legend? The legend of Hobart Bluff.
Never, ever heard of anything like that.
Okay, see, let me drop the knowledge right now then. It was in the 1800s when Old Man Hobart was tired of his three sons who would play with lizards all day. Lizards in the 1800s were like Facebook today. A total distraction for kids getting their work done. And so Old Man Hobart captured and killed every single lizard on the entire hill.
That's impossible.
If that's impossible, how would you explain the fact that Hobart Pond below Hobart Bluff is completely green?
How is that at all related?
You know what, Alex? I think we're going to have to take this outside. Oh, hell yeah. It's on. Traveling music, please. I don't know if I have to explain that, but outrage and outside traveling music. I'm sure it's playing delightfully. There we are. And it looks like our guest today, our experienced, knowledgeable guest about Hobart Bluff, was unable to make it. So we're going to have to, I don't know, we're going to have to come with something on the fly. And I think the only solution is going to be, I think we're going to have to get camera 3, Lynn, in to play the role of local merchant, unable to make it. Hi, Lynn.
Greetings.
I'm glad it was you showed up today. Thank you very much.
I'm very happy to be here as a local merchant that didn't show up.
I like the way you grasped onto your new role as local merchant. I do like that. Well, we're going to be talking about, I was going to ask the local merchant, local expert, when was the last time you were at Hobart Bluff?
I have never been at Hobart Bluff.
Okay,
Where is it?
This is still going to work out. It's up, you go towards this Green Springs Inn. Do you know where that is?
Yes.
You go towards that, and then you turn right at Alex's place. Alex lives up near there. When you see Alex's place, you turn right, and then you go 5-10 miles, something like that, and then bingo, there you are. So, but a bluff. You know what a bluff is?
That's when you're faking it.
There's another definition of bluff. What's it called when you have two meanings for the same word?
Contradiction.
No. Oh, if I were an English teacher, I'd be able to tell you. But there's another bluff, which is like a big cliff, like an edge of a cliff you can overlook.
Oh, it
things.
isn't just
Hobart
a hill
Bluff.
that's faking it as a mountain.
No. I'm not going to disagree with that one. But if you're on a bluff, I would imagine it's a good place for hang gliding.
Oh, yes.
Right?
It would be excellent.
Probably. Now, would you? What do you think the hang gliding regulations are up there at Hobart Bluff?
I don't have a clue. What are they?
I also have no clue.
Are there hang gliding regulations?
I have never seen anyone hang glide up there, but that doesn't mean you can't. I think people should try it. Hang gliders. A suggestion to all hang gliders: get out there and find out if you can do it. Looks like a good place. I've been up there. I would hang glide if I could do it.
Why don't you get a hang glider and do it and and then you could film that. That would be excellent.
You've got to let the hang gliders be hang gliders, okay?
Okay.
All right. I can't. I don't want to jump into a new role. But one thing I have seen on that trail a lot: horse poop. There's a lot of horse poop on the trail because I think is horse poop legal? I'm asking you.
Legal for what?
Just in general, I mean, on a trail specifically. Do you think horse poop is illegal on a trail? Like, because there's horse trails, right? And horses poop.
Yes.
And you don't have to, it's not like a doggy bag where you take a garbage sack and clean up your horse poop, is there?
Only on city streets do you clean up your horse poop.
Okay, really?
During
And otherwise,
parades.
Parades, I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah,
You
they
can't have
have-
one of those clowns with a big scoop following you up in the hills. can you?
Usually you don't.
No. Okay,
I
so
think
it's
that's
legal.
considered part of nature.
I think so too, but I've seen, sometimes there's too much poop up there. Horse poop.
Is there?
Well, I mean, I don't blame horses for pooping. I don't blame people for riding their horses on a trail. But then what's the answer? There's no answer. Except for we hire a bunch of clowns with big
Clowns.
shovels. We run in the hills.
Well, I think that would help with the trickle down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the...
Good employment.
You know what? I think clowns are mostly
Underemployed.
what our president sees in his head as solutions to things.
He certainly sees it in his mirror.
Hey! Well said, well played. All right, I have also, you know what? I've also heard many loud crows up on Hobart Bluff. They seem to love it up there, the crows. Do you think crows are Oregon's state bird?
What is Oregon's state bird?
The crow. That's what I'm proposing.
Well,
Because I see a lot of crows. So if I were the state guy in charge of bird naming, state bird naming,
You would pick the crow.
I see them a lot. But wait, Dave, camera 2, you've lived in the state of Oregon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what is the state bird?
I'm not really sure. Meadowlark maybe?
The meadowlark, he claims it might be.
Maybe
That's
when
right.
they named the birds, they picked a lower elevation.
I believe they named birds when the Harlem Globetrotters were popular, and meadowlark lemon inspired them to name
Yeah, that's right.
to name the.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I'll either buy crows or meadowlark because of the Harlem Globetrotter connection. That makes sense.
Right.
Now that you say
Yeah,
it that
that's
way,
good.
Dave. Thank you. We'll fix that problem.
I'm sure that's made all the difference with the birds, too.
But the Harlem Globetrotters not playing as much?
Whichever got chosen.
Whichever got, yes.
Chosen, yeah.
Yes, I'm going to pretend I understood what you said and move on to my next question. So, the PCT is part of Hobart Bluff Trail, if you go up there. And the most famous person to ever hike the PCT is Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was last year, right?
You were going to say John Muir or some crazy crane?
No.
Reese Witherspoon.
Sacagawea, I don't know.
No, Reese Witherspoon. She's the most famous person to ever hike it up there. So, have you ever seen her hiking on a trail here in the area on the PCT?
No, I
No.
missed that, but I did hear people speak that she was downtown and milling around.
Mm-hmm.
She has been seen in the area.
Did she? Did anyone have anything bad to say about her in town? Like, did she, shoplift or anything? Or,
I didn't hear anything bad. Did
no,
you
she
hear
didn't push
anything
over a
bad?
small child or something.
No, I think she just came through normally, almost like a non-famous person.
Bleh, boring.
Boring.
No, next question. Thank you. All right. I feel like it might be time to actually watch the trail. We're going to put the trail up on the
Oh, I would love
monitor,
to see
and
the
then and
trail.
we'll talk about
I would
the
love
trail.
to
And
see the trail.
Maybe you'll jog your memory. You may go, oh, I have been on that. What do you think? You think we should play that clip? Alex. We're going to put the Hobart Bluff trail up on the. There we are. Okay, there it is. That's the opening of beginning of Hobart Bluff right there. And Jim and Ashland is where you can always see all your favorite trails in the video format with maps and delightful descriptions and little graphics. There's Hobart Bluff in the distance. You don't start there, but that's pretty. And this is the view from Hobart Bluff. You got Shasta, you got that one, you got the other one, Mount Ashland there, and you're above the city. That's kind of our little Ashland village. It's a 360-degree view. Now to get there from Ashland, you head up Green Springs Highway. And to get there, you'll head through town on Main Street, right, towards the university. You turn left on Ashland Road, Ashland Street. It's called Ashland Road or Street?
Street.
Ashland Street. And it goes over the freeway, and it swoops to the right, and you go past, okay, we skipped ahead. Now we're Emigrant Lake. Have you heard of that?
Oh, yes, I love Immigrant Lake.
Right, well, you get to drive right by it. And then you go,
Songer Wayside.
well, there's only one side of it, isn't there? All I know is you're going uphill, and this is where you turn. Cascade Siskiyou National Monument for now. And it says trailhead. So you go along this dirt road for a while, and it's got private and public land. It's kind of a cool road. You cannot shoot deer on that road. There's a lot of signs. And then you get to the parking lot, and you're like, oh, there's a sign that says trail. I will go there. Now you'll notice this is right now. It is January here where I'm sitting, and this was shot not January. Sometimes there's a couple people up there. It's a pretty good sized lot. So oh, that's the trail up the PCT, and this is oh my, you're going up so high. Lynn, are you scared?
No, this is exciting.
It's exciting. Okay, you're in the drone now. The Cascade Siskiyou area. John Letts, you can borrow some of this footage, by the way. So you're going up high. Now see, there's a little mound right to the left. That's not the bluff. See the second mound a little further on? That's Hobart Bluff. So it's pretty close to the beginning of the trail. It's only 1.5 miles-ish to get there. And the drone's not going to get there because it's going to run out of steam. I think it runs out of fuel. I forgot to put enough gasoline in the drone to get all the way over to the bluff. But it's got open fields like this, kind of nice, right? It's got kind of a cool shady area that you kind of go through in and out of, like a little pine, it's got a little pine and fir. And then, ooh, that's where you leave the PCT. You're on the PCT, hey, Reese Witherspoon, how are you doing? Hi, horse poop. And then boom, Hobart Bluff is to the left. Look how poorly maintained the sign above it is, so they just slapped another one below it. They didn't get rid of the old one. Oh look, this is what I'm talking about. Crows everywhere. That one was loud. It was the loudest crow I've ever heard. And then you're heading uphill. This is how steep it is. It's not bad. And there's the bluff. You're getting to the rocks. It's kind of, there's your view of Hobart Lake, Creek, Pond, ocean, Hobart Ocean.
How deep is that?
That's 16 feet deep. I have no idea.
I could tell.
Yeah. I have no
That's
idea.
quick.
There's like little chunks of rock all over the place. So the bluff is like, it's not like one big, it's not like Table Rock where it's just like one cliff and that's it. It's kind of like rock down, rock down, rock down, like steps. And this is more gratuitous footage of the Hobart Bluff. And there we go, that was Hobart Bluff right there. That was the hike.
Beautiful.
That's not that bad, right?
Beautiful. Later in the season, I bet there's a lot of wildflowers up there.
I don't know. I think flowers are more early in the season. If you think of the season as spring is early, or you say spring is later.
There's a lot of flowers in spring.
There are a lot of flowers. I think in the spring it is pretty flowery. Now, I'll have you know, how many school buses do you believe can park up in that lot?
Well, school buses are about 35 feet long.
Okay.
And
Right.
they would have to get
wanna
out of the lot.
Should we go to a
too.
commercial while you do math?
Sure.
I would say, like, the reason I bring that up is because I've been there a couple times, and there's always some school group going up to that area, because the other direction goes to Soda Mountain, and there's you know what I think it is? It's the fact that there are restrooms up there. So they take the kids in a bus, and they can actually, kids can pee or poop, I guess, just like horses. They can do what they, because they have a place to go. So it's, you know, you bring a field trip up there, be comfortable that your kid's not going to freak out and, you know, go in the woods, which I think kids do that anyway. I don't know why there's school buses up there is what I'm saying. But anyway, they're a bunch, and they go up, and but during school.
So how many school buses have you seen in that lot at one time?
One, but I imagine how many could fit.
Okay.
So, because, you know, it's just, I imagine there's more. Now, I would imagine also that if a school bus filled with school children let those school children out onto Hobart Bluff, what would the kids initially be doing? I say looking for lizards. That's what I would imagine they do. Do you think they'd find any?
Yes, I do.
I don't, because I've never seen a lizard up there. And I would imagine if I were a lizard and there were a bluff full of rocks, which is Hobart Bluff, loaded with rocks, they'd be everywhere. And I'm just saying, it seems unusual up there. I have not seen a lizard up there. No?
I haven't been. Maybe that's what crows eat.
Maybe old man Hobart turned into a crow, or was turned into a crow because he violated some Native American treaty, and they turned him into a crow and he ate all the lizards.
I think that's
That would
based on
explain.
precedent.
I would explain a lot.
I've heard that before.
You have? I thought I made it up, but that's
People
possible?
turning into crows.
People turning into crows.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
It happens.
Right. Instead of them eating all the lizards, explains the fable, the tale, or the legend. Man,
Yeah, they just left out that little part.
this is a much more interesting legend now that we've pieced it all together.
Yes. Yes, making sense of history.
Man, I don't know why people don't make up more legends, because it's pretty easy. We just came up with a good one about old man Hobart turning into a lizard-eating crow. And,
Yes.
and then we haven't spit them out into Hobart Ocean yet. That little pond that turned green yet. We just got some
That's
more
what,
legend work to
18
do.
feet deep, did you say?
Eight-
Or 16?
It was 16, please.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't measure it for nothing. Don't insult me. All right, local business
Hey,
merchant.
hey, hey,
who
it's
was-
time to wrap it up, Jim.
Hey, all right, Alex, thanks, buddy. Buzzkill Alex on the loose again.
He does.
Yeah, ruin every show with his.
I can hear that. I can hear everything you're saying.
Alex, what I'm saying is, thank you, local business merchant who was unable to show up today. Do you have any blog or website you would like to promote?
Not at the present time.
Okay, thank you so much. And you can always get more trail info over here on go to camera 2. I'm doing all the outro to camera 2. Everything's going on camera 2, Alex. Camera 2.
Camera
There
2.
we go. So you can always get more trail info on ashlandtrails.com. And I think we proved today, Alex, that there are no lizards within 10 miles of Hobart Bluff.
You did none of that.
Okay, not conclusively, but
Not
I
at
think
all,
we've pretty.
actually.
Well, we had a pretty robust discussion on lizards. I'll tell you that.
You talked mostly about horse poop, if I'm correct.
I'm not certain you were paying attention to the whole discussion, A. And B, I would also like to say that
That's it. Goodbye. All right.
a lot of what I talk about is spoken is not the words, it's the spaces between the words is where the real meaning is.